It is time for Most Wanted Monday, and of course, with us this afternoon, listen to me, is Lieutenant Tim Robinson of the Wycomico County Sheriff's Office. You have probably seen your share of drivers who were not very smart in not so good conditions.
No, I've seen individuals run off the road, and I remember once early in my career, we got a big snowstorm in 2000, and people were just abandoning their cars all over the place, and what a mess that it was. I want everybody, yes, really just drive. All you gotta do is drive slow, and just use some caution, and don't be in a hurry.
Leave early, take your time. So, okay, let's talk Most Wanted Monday. You had to capture someone you've been looking for a bit.
Yes, we were trying to find Stacy Bosman, and we profiled her on your show right here, and we got a Crime Solvers tip that led to her apprehension, gave us some very specific information, and we were able to go up into Delaware and assist her with a ride back to Wycomico County.
That is good to hear. Now, we've got a new list of people that you're looking for and a phone number that is extremely important to find out how you can get a reward if you happen to know where that person is. We've got some Joneses here, so pay close attention. Tell us about Lionel Washington Jones.
Yes, Lionel Washington Jones. We last have an address for him in Painter down on the Eastern Shore of Virginia. And Mr. Jones is a registered sex offender that's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on a circuit court bench warrant that was issued over the summer after he violated the terms of his probation in a case where he'd already been convicted of rape and sex offense. So if anybody knows where Lionel Jones is, please call Crime Solvers right now. Even if he is down in Virginia, we can get him brought back very easily.
This one a little closer to home. This is Mark Durand Jones.
Yes, Mark Durand Jones. We believe him to be right here in Salisbury still, and he's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on a district court bench warrant that was issued back in the spring after he violated the terms of his probation in a case where he'd already been convicted of theft charges. So if you know where Mark Durand Jones is, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give Crime Solvers a ring.
All right, the third Jones of the afternoon, Samuel Kevin Jones.
Yeah, Jones number 3, Samuel Kevin Jones. We last have an address for him in Fruitland, and he's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on 4 circuit court bench warrants. 2 were issued when he failed to appear recently to answer CDS possession charges, and the other 2 were issued after he violated the terms of his probation in a case where he'd already been convicted of theft and assault in the second degree. So if anybody knows where Samuel Kevin Jones, we have 4 warrants for him. All you have to do is pick up the phone, call Crime Solvers, and we can get him brought in.
I know you're wanting John Horace Purnell Jr. real bad.
Oh, yes, we really want to get John Purnell Jr. We last have an address for him in Pittsville, and he's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on 5 warrants. Now, Mr. Purnell is a registered sex offender. He is one of those warrants is for failing to register as a sex offender, and one of them is for violations of his conditions for release. So, and all the other ones are all for various violation of appearances and violation of different release conditions and failure to comply with sex offender registration requirements. But we do have a total of 5 different warrants for him. And if somebody knows where he is, just call. Even if he's on the West Coast, please call so we can get him brought back in.
This is Brandon Paul Robinson.
Yes, Brandon Robinson, we believe him to be right here in Salisbury still, and he's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on a district court bench warrant that was issued last February for a violation of probation in a case where he'd already been convicted of assault in the second degree, dangerous weapon while concealed, and disorderly conduct. So if anybody knows where Brandon Robinson is, all you have to do is pick up the phone and give Crime Solvers a call.
And finally, see if you recognize Joseph Dean Sterling Jr.
Joseph Sterling Jr., we have an address for him up in the Delmar area, and he's wanted by the Sheriff's Office on an arrest warrant that was issued over the summer on the charges of harassment and telephone misuse and electronic communication harassments and MDOP. Basically, he was making a series of repeated calls that was very annoying and harassing. So if anybody knows where Joseph Sterling is, all you have to do is pick up the phone and call Crime Solvers and report his location.
You could get a cash reward, but you got to have the phone number.
Yeah, the phone number is 410-548-1776. Operators are standing by right now, and they'll be standing by 24 hours a day to take your call.
All righty, Lieutenant Tim Robinson, Wycomico County Sheriff's Department. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thanks for having me again, Jimmy.